Hi everybody, today I'm going to show you guys the book on CD called The Astonishing Adventures of Fanboy and Goth Girl by Barry Liga. This is read by Scott Brick. It's an unabridged production, and I got this at the local library. 8 audio discs, 9 hours. The 9 hours went pretty quick. Let's see. Let me talk about what I liked about the book on CD, and then we'll talk about it being a book on CD itself. This is about a guy. He's a sophomore in high school, and he's bullied. He's kind of a geek. He loves comic books and that kind of geek culture, graphic novels, and he's bullied, and he does have a friend, good friend, and who's kind of his friend hangs around the jocks that he feels are tormenting him, and he meets a goth girl she's a goth girl. She's got some issues, and we'll talk about that in a minute. The kids in the story were, in terms of geek culture, they were interesting, interesting characters. The dialogue was pretty good. Sometimes in young adult novels, the kids, or the teenagers, they're really sophisticated in their dialogue, and I think that was not the case in this book. One thing I did kind of feel about the book was the guy that was reading it. There's an African American character, and I think that his tone, when he'd do a dialogue with Cal, the African American character, he kind of strayed off into. He used an accent that to me just was almost racist, but I see why I understand why they did that, so that when Cal is speaking, that it's Cal. Let's see, what else can I say about this? Another thing I kind of didn't like was the ending. There were 3 endings that one of them would have been awesome, but by putting all 3 of these improbable endings, it made it just a little too much. There was an incident at a comic book convention in front of the great Bendis, and then there was one where he confronted and got over on one of his tormentors, the boy that was really bullying him, and there was an incident with the goth girl that I think was really touching and really poignant, and there was also a scene where he got to make out with the girl of his dreams. So, and that was kind of that was kind of lame, because, in my opinion, because it was like, oh yeah, I'm a popular girl, and you don't know the problems I have. I got the first world problems of being popular and being pretty and looking good, and I thought that was kind of lame in a way. I recommend this. There is a sequel called Goth Girl Rising that I'm gonna check out. However, I'd have to actually read the book, because I don't believe it's available on a CD. All in all, I rate this one an A-. It was pretty good. Not as good as, in my opinion, it's not as good as King Dork in terms of this kind of novel. Give it an A-. And have you read this or listened to the book on CD? If so, put your comment down there. If you like the video, hearty thumbs up, hearty Band-Aid thumbs up. And if you didn't like it, shut up. Thanks for watching. Bye now.